77 WABC and Bergen Newbridge Medical Center honor the life of legendary broadcaster and our friend, Ernie Anastas.
Hi, it's Ernie Anastas. You know, your thoughts can affect how you feel. Bergen Newbridge Medical Center is the largest hospital in New Jersey, providing comprehensive, equitable, compassionate, and high-quality emergency inpatient and outpatient medical care, plus mental health services and substance use disorder treatment. The Bergen Newbridge team can address your total health needs in one convenient location. Call 201-225-7130 for an appointment or newbridgehealth.org.
Katz and Cosby, entertaining and informative
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Boy, fireworks yesterday at the House hearing. Everybody talking about Fairfax County, Virginia, and this Commonwealth attorney who essentially wants to give favor to illegal immigrants. It was stunning. And one of the key witnesses there is the former Virginia Attorney General, who's our next guest, Jason Miyares. Mr. Attorney General, we love having you back here on the show. I want to get to just why this is so eye-opening. And it seemed like this, the Commonwealth attorney there, Steve Descano, was trying to use the biggest word salad, but it was frightening. He clearly was putting priority over illegal immigrants and really going soft on them and these crimes that have happened in Fairfax and elsewhere in Virginia.
Yeah, well, he's become the poster child of these left-wing Soros-funded prosecutors that have popped up around the country with disastrous results. Something I've been pointing out for quite some time in Virginia. Really appreciate the fact that Chairman Jordan subpoenaed him. And so for your listeners understand, really the impetus of this was Stephanie Minter, a beautiful mother in Fairfax County, was at a bus stop in Fairfax, and Abdul Jala, an illegal alien who had not one, not five, not 10, not 20, but 30 prior arrests, brutally stabbed her and took her life, orphaned her child, and really created a lot of national headlines because they found out that multiple times he had been just released and under prosecuted. And on Descano's website, he had literally as part of a policy that he would take in a person's immigration status if it in charging decisions. And so what we saw was a rash of charges that were previously dropped by Descano. He was under prosecuting. This person should never been on the street. There had been previous ICE detainer. They don't honor ICE detainers in Fairfax. And so they've effectively set up a system of a catch and release program and giving more preferential treatments for illegal immigrants that are charged with a crime than an American citizen, which is why the Justice Department is now investigating them.
Yeah, thank goodness.
It was heartbreaking because, Stephanie's mother was there, Cheryl, brave woman. I've become friends with her. She is an incredibly brave woman talking about the pain that she has been through. And Descano, of course, I think got really exposed at the hearing, and a lot of clips are circulating online and social media, but really is the exhibit A of what a criminal first victim last office looks like. And candidly, he did not handle the questioning well and got played as a fool, in my opinion.
Yeah. And in fact, one of the lines he said, guys, I couldn't believe this. He said, oh, yeah, that was what was on the website was a campaign promise. But right. Then what I'm doing now is something different because he got busted. Judge Weinberg.
Jason, good to talk to you again. So in the Commonwealth of Virginia, is there a method to get him removed from office, this county attorney?
Well, tragically, we don't have what you think of as recall efforts as you see in other states. You could do a petition to recall, but what happens then is that it doesn't go to voters for a special elections after a requisite number of petition signatures are signed in a county. It goes to a judge. A judge has to decide whether a person has violated their oath of office. I think he clearly has. The problem is it's Fairfax County. All the judges, I can't think of one that isn't. They're all very liberal, left-wing Democrats. Now, he has gotten so bad that maybe we would get lucky and get a judge with common sense, but I wouldn't count my fingers on it because ultimately you're getting whatever judge you draw at that hearing. There have been recall efforts before against him that have failed. The reality is that he has to be defeated at the ballot box. He had a Democratic primary a couple years ago, but George Soros came in and dumped in a bunch of money. So he is beatable. He is probably the most disliked politician in Fairfax County. His election will be next year. But listen, I think there's real questions right now with what the Justice Department is investigating. He has said under oath in front of the House Judiciary Committee that, in fact, he was not factoring in people's immigration status when he was making charging decisions.
Wow.
What Harmeet Dillon and them are doing right now investigating this is if it turns out that actually is a false statement, that in fact, talking to former and perhaps even current members of the office to DOJ that in fact he was calculating it, then that's lying under oath. That's a lie to Congress, and that really does change, I think, a lot of the ramifications here. So
yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Out,
but I think it was much more than what you would think. A normal
Jason,
testimony. He really put
we got Rick
danger.
Scott, a U.S. Senator, standing by on the call, but we want to talk about this a lot more. And just because you're not Attorney General right now, we still love you and we still want you to come on more often.
Absolutely. We'll do it again.
Thank
you.
you.
Keep up the great work.